Although, to be fair, I thought that Sheffield United did look pretty good until they conceded the opening goal. Hi, my name is Mike. Welcome to my vlog about football in general and Burnley FC in particular. A vlog that this week discovered a fantastic new football highlights programme late at night on BBC One on a Saturday night. Match of the day. You might want to watch it for the first time in a while. So, Burnley versus Sheffield United, a much anticipated bottom of the table 6-pointer relegation clash, which we were kind of expecting to go one way and then went completely differently. Clarets running out 5-0 winners against the Blades, or as they are kind of colloquially known, the Bloods, or the without a managers at the moment. My God, they're going back to Chris Wilder. Isn't that ever a sliding doors moment? A fantastic performance from the Clarets, dispatching the team that finished second last year with absolute ease. Although, to be fair, I thought that Sheffield United did look pretty good until they conceded the opening goal. As I say, a fantastic performance from front to back. I think each player was absolutely superb on Saturday, starting with much maligned James Trafford, whose distribution was much improved. It wasn't bad before, but his distribution was fantastic. He was picking out longer passes, he was picking out more direct passes. He didn't look, nervous or fretting or, panicky or anything like that. He was even doing the Muric pass to the man on the halfway line. A couple of them didn't come off, but much improved. And I'm pretty sure I heard some chanting of his name as well, which is a good sign. Ironically, people are wanting Muric, or were wanting Muric. It took Muric till about this time before people actually believed in him then, and the pattern is being repeated with Trafford. A couple of good saves as well. So great from him. Charlie Taylor, excellent. Dara O'Shea, is he a wind-up merchant or what? But I'll get onto that in a bit. Vitinho basically playing as an attacking full-back stroke, wing-back stroke midfielder, overlapping with the brilliant Brun Larsen. How have we found Brun Larsen on loan? Why has people not picked this guy up? I mean, he has Champions League experience and we've got him on loan. I know comparisons with JBG, but they're well merited. Having JBG and Brun Larsen on that right hand side is a fantastic combination. Two players very much of similar style. They're attacking, but they know how to track back. They know when to track back. They've got an eye for goal. And it's kind of weird to think that Manuel Benson has to try and find his way onto that right hand side as well. On the left we had Charlie Taylor. I thought had his best game of the season. A magnificent cross for J-Rod's opener, and then just solid. It wasn't unnoticed by me that whenever Sheffield United had the long ball, either it was the long throw or the corner, basically the tactic was that Charlie Taylor was the guy who was going to run and try and head it away. Wherever he was on the pitch, if he ended up at right back position for 20-30 seconds, then that was what it was going to be. But he was the guy who was going to put his head on it no matter where it came in. And to be fair, I don't think there was much threat from those set pieces from Sheffield United. Koleosho, weirdly enough, didn't have the most sparkling game. I thought he was going to have his defender on toast for the first half, but he was absolutely solid again, and capped it off with a goal and a fairly spectacular miss. Zeki Amdouni again, finally got the goal that his play deserved. He was absolutely fantastic. Sanderberg gliding around that midfield. Just front to back, and Josh Brownhill as well, looking comfortable in that midfield. I know some people have been saying, they're a championship side, and they are not a particularly good one. But you can only play what's in front of you. And if that is a championship side, and we're a championship side, then wow, I'm looking forward to next season already if that happens. I think, at the end of the day, it's a league. They're the 20th best team in the country, according to the league table, and you can only play the teams that are ahead of you. If you are complaining about winning a league match 5-0 at home, then I'm not entirely sure what you're in it for, because That's why we go to the games. And coming off the turf on Saturday, yeah, we've lost 7 in a row at home, and some of them have been disappointing to say the least. Last week against West Ham was a stunner. But the reactions of people coming off the turf, they were happy faces. Everyone was delighted. It felt like a monkey was off the fans' back, off the team's back. And if you can't be happy after that, then I have no idea why you're even bothering to watch Burnley. Because if you're looking for a successful team that wins most of its games playing superb football, go to the Etihad, because that's, the epitome of that. That is as close as you're going to get to success and perfection in football. Go to the Etihad and go watch that, because if you're expecting that out of a club like Burnley, or a club that is not one of the Manchester City or Liverpool or Arsenal, then I've no idea, because your expectations are never ever going to be met. But we're off the bottom. It may be that the season starts here finally in December. It may be that Wolves brings us crashing down to earth. I don't know. Bayer's suspended for tomorrow night's game against Wolves, which I'm slightly annoyed by in the way that he got suspended. But we appear to have Halmar Ekdal back. And as a founding member of the Halmar Ekdal fan club, I am absolutely delighted with that. Dara O'Shea will be partnering, presumably. I mentioned, he was a bit of a wind-up merchant. His contribution to Ollie McBurney getting sent off should not actually be forgotten or ignored. Yes, he got elbowed by him twice, but also he left his foot in when McBurney was clearing the ball. Yeah, that was a deliberate, and that was an equaliser of sorts. It's just McBurney was so incredibly stupid to do the second yellow or do the second elbow and get himself the full Andy Carroll. And I think that was the difference, actually. I think that's the difference between Burnley and Sheffield United. And I'm talking about being disappointed with a team or disappointed with the performance of the players and the manager. Sheffield United fans, who mostly stayed to the end, to their credit, have every right to be annoyed with their team and their manager. That was a team that didn't want to play, that wasn't interested, that effectively did what they did last year, actually. When Fotheringham got sent off in the Championship game last year, Sheffield United just stopped playing. They weren't interested, they were just beaten. And that was a team that was heading for promotion and in second place. And as soon as the first goal went in on Saturday, literally 15 seconds, they gave up, they stopped playing, they weren't interested. And that's how it was for 90 minutes. McBurney's sending off was one of those sendings offs that was intentionally selfish. He wasn't interested in playing the 90 minutes. He just wanted to get off the pitch. And if he wasn't going to get substituted, he was going to get himself sent off. And that is the kind of behaviour that drives managers up the wall. Heckingbottom was absolutely right after the game when he said some players had played themselves out of the team. He knew, everyone knew who that meant. But he was symptomatic of a team that basically had given up, was taking stupid yellow cards, and has no stomach for the fight and is going to get relegated. And up against them was a Burnley team that, if it's going to get relegated, is going to go down playing the right way. It's going to go down playing for its manager. It's going to go down trying and battling. And I don't mean in the kicking people up in the air style, sense or anything like that. They are actually going to try and play football to their style, to a plan. If they turn out to be good enough, so be it. But at least they are trying. They didn't quit. And that's the thing. Sheffield United quit on Saturday, and Burnley, even against Palace, even against West Ham, even against, say a Man City or whatever, they haven't quit on the fans, on the game and on their manager. And that's the difference between a team that is going to get relegated and a team that might get relegated. But actually I have a bit more hope after Saturday's performance, because of the way they played, because they played smart, because they had a clean sheet. It might be false hope, but that's okay, because, like I say, games like Saturday are why you go. They're the days that you remember, they're the games that you remember. 5-0 in the Premier League, that's a record breaker. We've been breaking records every single home game so far this season, and now we've broken another one, which was, our highest Premier League victory. Either it was Premier League victory either at home or away, because I can't really think of us winning 5-0 away either. but our highest Premier League victory and our highest win in the top flight, because football did begin before 1992. Our highest top flight victory since 1970, and I wasn't even on the planet then, and I'm not a young man. So full of happiness, full of relief, full of joy, proud of the performance, proud of the team. Maybe we can take it on to Wolves, maybe we can take it on to Brighton. If we can get 1 or 2 or even 3 points out of those 2 games, I'll be very, very happy. And then it's the return of the Dyche, but I'll do a vlog probably before then talking about that one. But this one's just about the match, just about Saturday, just about being happy, proud to be a Claret, pleased with the performance. And if you are going to make snarky comments on social media or on forums or whatever about Saturday, then why even bothering, because it don't get much better than that. And I just wanted to put down in the vlog that, yeah, it pretty much didn't get much better than that. Oh, and the other thing as well is match of the day. I mentioned match of the day earlier. One of the great little clips on there, J-Rod being told that he was the first player in Premier League history to score in the opening 15 seconds twice. A couple of things there. Boy, is that ever a stretch of a record when you're trying to find it. But second, the confused face and then the most Burnley-like twice coming out of him was absolutely hilarious and made my Saturday night. Good on you, J-Rod. Till next time, take care.
In seconds twice.
Twice?
Southampton, Chelsea.
Oh, of course, is it? All right.
I'm glad I reminded you.
If you've got any comments about this video, please feel free to leave them down below and I will respond where I can. If you liked it, click the like button. And if you like what I do, have a look around the rest of the channel and click subscribe to be notified when I produce new content.